Okay, so, I mean, EA haven't announced anything yet, but it looks like we do have some new ratings for this lovely Monday. Oh, it's top ratings? Wait, where's Cristiano? These are the top ratings right now? Benzo is the highest rated in FIFA 23 alongside Lewandowski? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, Kareem the Dream Benzema gets a 91 rated card. I mean, it's deserved. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. He's going to be a Ballon d'Or winner. I repeat, though, similar to my thought processes for the last few weeks and for the last few years specifically, I still think player ratings are way too high. I think, let's say these guys are the highest rated. So, take these exact ratings. I don't think they should be 91s, 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 90, even Messi's 91s. I think these guys should all be max like 85, 86s. And so again, for those people on Twitter that lost their minds, clearly not understanding what I was saying, and not understanding how rating systems go, that subsequently brings everything down, right? I'm not saying that like Benz and Messi and De Bruyne need to be 85, 86, and then we keep Vinny and stuff 85, 86. No, everything comes down, right? And Pulisic stays 82 while Benz is 85. No, Pulisic then comes down. And I really think that would give a larger window, a larger opportunity for the game to stay relevant and fun throughout the year, right? And Inform's actually getting improvements on cards that make things enjoyable, right? Once December and January and February come around, and icons that, like, basically, this is why I think it's a bit silly that these ratings are like this. Like the Alonso, that Xavi Alonso, this new icon, his prime card is 90 rated right now and is already irrelevant. Whereas if you would bring those ratings all down into the 85, 86s for the top cards, and then subsequently, the Alonso that comes out will kind of be in the mix. And then once all of these cards get their boosts, maybe even a January player upgrade a little bit or whatever, depending on performers, then once Alonso's 90 rated card comes in, the rest of the ecosystem by November, December, January will have special cards in those ranges. Things kind of then make sense. It doesn't just automatically make, because of these high ratings, 90% of icons useless from day one. That's my issue. It's not that I don't think Benzema should have the top rated card or a really good card. I just think they really got to start bringing down the ratings so we have a longer shelf life for the FIFA releases in terms of ratings, and having fun cards actually mean something with promos. So having said that, Benzema gets the top of the ratings pile. I love it. Some people would disagree. I'm sure Messi and Ronaldo super fans would still disagree, and they'll pull stats and numbers out their butt or whatever it is. I like it. I do. And I think Benz is still going to be a super good card, pace-wise or not. As always, you'd hope, especially with someone like Lewandowski, right? So how would you... There we go. With someone like Lua, you'd hope that... Can I not, like, expand this so I don't have to scroll left to right here? You'd hope someone like Lua, who is an absolute baller IRL and balling for Barca right now, as if he's playing in a Sunday league, the 75 pace doesn't completely detriment his usability. We think every year that pace doesn't mean anything, right? The first 2, 3, 4 weeks of FIFA being out, everyone's like, oh my God, Lewandowski and Benzema are usable. And then, well, they're not, right? As happens every single year. I hope this year is different. I'm not going to hold my breath on it, but it would be cool to see someone like Lewandowski be genuinely viable. And he is. If you want to use this card, you absolutely can. But the lion's share of the community is going to go for pace, like, is going to go for that Vinny card, right? That 86 rated Vinny card, who you know is going to be cracked, versus this Lewandowski. Even though Lewandowski has much better finishing and shooting and stuff like that, everybody will go for the Vinny, right? That seems to be how the FIFA community operates. But anyways, it is what it is. Oh, I could just do that. Okay, we'll just click the plus sign there. So there's Lua's card, 91 rated. What do you guys think about the rankings? So Benz, Lua, Mbapp's at the 91 as well, of course. 5-star, 4-star, high-low work rates. Probably very fair in terms of his stats. Absolutely incredible card. De Bruyne, I mean, being... So, ratings themselves, I don't necessarily want to worry too much about, but being near the best cards in FUT. De Bruyne, obviously, is completely fair. I have no issues with these guys being at the top of the pile. I feel like some people might, when comparing to Leo and Cristiano and stuff, but, I mean, this De Bruyne is going to be nuts again. Shadow or a Hunter or something to boost him up. Do chem styles? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the leaks. I've stayed away from leaks. So do Hunters and chem styles really give proper boosts? I'm not entirely sure here. But I love the De Bruyne card. 5-star, 4-star is going to be fantastic. There's Leo, so tied with the highest rated. I mean, greatest player of all time. Low is kind of nuts. Did you guys see this? Low for Messi is actually kind of cracked. I wonder how usability-wise he's gonna be, man. I'm sure he'll still be good, but low is kind of... That's kind of crazy, man. 87 acceleration. I mean, if you're using him, it's not going to matter. Like, if you're in control of Leo, it's not going to matter that much, right? What his work rates are, but that's so rude. But, I mean, it's kind of fair, though, isn't it? I feel like they could have given him medium if they wanted to, but I do think low is fair. Again, Messi fans going to lose their mind, but I think it's fair. I mean, we'll see how things go throughout the year, right? It does look like, I mean, we're paying attention to League a lot more because PSG are kind of balling. And it looks like all of the front three are kind of working a bit. But again, you got to remember, EA put these ratings and stuff out weeks ago, maybe even months ago, where I think this was fair. Now, in the last month, maybe Messi and Mbappe are working a lot more defensively. So I think people that are fans of PSG maybe watching Messi and Mbappe recently and be like, no, what do you mean, man? Messi should be medium. This is ridiculous. Mbappe isn't totally lazy, although he probably is. He should be high medium. And maybe you guys are right, but you got to also take that into account too, right? They're not going to be able to change guys' work rates within weeks at a time. So what? Then if Messi stops running again in a couple of weeks, do they then have to make him back to low? I think this is fair. It'll be fine. Either way, it'll be fine. And the thing you get to look forward to is hopefully EA pull their heads out of their asses. And if and when Messi gets an inform, maybe if he's done a lot of good work offensively or something with his 92 rated inform, that will be barely any different than his 91. At least he'll get like medium work rates on that card, or high medium work rates like they promised us informs would get over time. Anyways, I think it's fair. Rating and all. Salah is an interesting one. I don't know how you guys think about this, but Salah is a bit of an interesting one for me. I don't know, man. And again, recent drop off in form just looks like he's lost that edge. But is it fair to completely kill off his card because the last couple of months Salah's not been ideal? I don't know, right? I don't know. I'll leave that argument to you guys. I mean, I think the card itself looks great. Probably should still have a 2-star weak foot, but whatever. Just whether or not you guys agree with his current form. Yeah, it's based off of the last season, right? Not necessarily this season, which, again, I think that this season should be considered in these ratings. It's not like EA are releasing what I think I may agree with you guys that are like, oh my God, Messi now is working at whatever. He shouldn't be low. These stats and stuff, if they're based off of last season, would be completely fair. And I don't think anybody would argue if they released Ultimate Team and FIFA 23 at the launch of the new league season, which they should. They won't, as we all know, because EA love money, and they released FIFA in Q4, the final quarter of their business year, so that they can show their shareholders and all that stuff, look at how much money our final Q4 is because of the launch of FIFA, right? There's no secret. That's why they do it. But it would make sense. Everything of this would make sense if FIFA came out at the launch of the season. The problem is where all of this muddied water comes in now is the league's been going on for damn near 2 months. 2 months by the time the game comes out. And then we've had 2 months to watch players playing. And you're just like, wait, what? Salah's fallen off the face of the earth. He shouldn't be 90 rated. That's where all these arguments and these rating discussions come from. Same thing for Messi, right? What? Under Pochettino, Messi's actually doing really good for the last couple of months in terms of working and supporting the team. He shouldn't be low. So I think that would be a little bit better. But anyways, is what it is. Virgil, still super high rated. I mean, Virgil's kind of fallen off as well recently, although he's shown signs again of being back to his best in certain areas. So I don't know about this Virgil, right? 91 sprint speed, 68 acceleration is a bit interesting. I still think this card will be sick because of the way his pace is split. The acceleration, this is just going to be up to you preemptively being able to read plays, right? If you're a reactionary defender, this 68 acceleration, you're going to get roasted. But if you're someone that controls your defenders and can read plays properly, like I think a lot of people in our community understand football, I don't think 68 acceleration is really going to make Virgil unusable. Genuinely. So anyways, we move on. Cristiano 90 rated. Man, you and Cristiano fans are going to have mental breakdowns at this. I think it's fair. I mean, I think it's fair. He's 1 rating off the top cards. Like, I think it's fair. The guy's like 73 years old, man. I think. Yeah, what I would say, overall rating is cool. I mean, Cristiano didn't lose a leg, though. I don't know what this pace is. Do you guys agree with this pace for Cristiano? I mean, the high-low work rates, okay. I think that's fair. But most of the people you guys seem to agree with it? Yeah, I do. He's 37, but who can, I mean, again, what are we, EA? Age shouldn't matter on actual stats. Yeah, mid-80s feels like, I mean, I don't know, dude. I haven't seen it. He hasn't played much for Ten Hag, so it's hard to even have a gauge on his pace overall. But anyways, I don't think outside of that, it's too unfair. The keepers, Courtois and Neuer, at 90 rated, I think is fine. They'll be in most people's teams for the first, especially the rich men that grind FIFA will be in most rich man account teams. Ney down to an 89 once again. If this game was released at the launch of the season, I don't think anyone would have been too upset about this Neymar rating. But Neymar, now that we've watched the league for the last 2 months, Ney is balling. So I think, once again, the arguments from people saying EA are clueless is going to come from the fact that we've all had 2 months to watch these guys play. And Ney has been so good this year that I would argue he should at least be on 90 or 91. Again, I don't agree with any of the players' ratings. I think everybody should be lower, but Ney should be there or thereabouts with everybody else, I think. I love Heung-min and I love the Prem, but come on. Forget the rating. I think the way they are right now, is that fair? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's that's an interesting take. I think Mane is fair, baller. I just think the ratings are off, man. When considering, I mean, specifically considering this. Yeah, there you go. Chat said it too. Again, I think we're talking current form, right? I do think now I've kind of convinced myself, right, that maybe with the game being out 2 months after the season, EA really should be taking into account how the players are playing right now. But anyways, fun discussion nonetheless, whether or not you agree with or disagree with anything I'm saying. I don't watch too much Kimmich, I mean, we are watching Bundesliga highlights every day on stream and stuff like that. I don't notice too much of Kimmich. Kimmich is kind of a baller though, right? Anytime you do catch highlights, he seems to be in and around it. So I think this is going to be fair, but I'm not overly educated on Kimmich yet. I'm trying to make my... What? Real, but Man United? Casemiro, not the greatest debut, hey? Not the greatest debut in the Europa. Didn't look that good. Didn't look horrible, but didn't look that good. Anyways, I'm sure Casemiro will be fine. Alisson, whatevs, all good. Harry Kane... Nep's center mid, Harry Kane, Nep's dream center mid. 68 pace is just the worst. Oh my goodness. No, this is just immediate fodder for the FIFA community, right? Ratings are always the same every year. Yeah, which is why I think nerfing down the ratings would have been a nice change for this year. Damn, he's also lost a leg. Holy moly. I don't know if he'll be that popular for too many of the FIFA sweats in the world right now. All black, don't care, don't really know all that much. Erling, 88 rated. Fair. Fair. Does he have 99 Viking or no? 99 Leeds fan? No. 99 Leeds born and bred? No. Is that anywhere? Absolutely, absolutely ridiculous. I think, dude, this Erling, I mean, is going to be another thing I feel like us as a FIFA community always hope for, right? These big, tall monsters. You just want to be able to recreate what they do in real life. I mean, being able to send Haaland in and have him have a really nice first touch and be able to bully defenders, I really want to see from a FIFA game. And okay, he's not going to be the best dribbler on earth, and maybe he's a little bit tall, so the dribbling mechanics are going to be a bit odd, right? With the 76 agility, 72 balance. Being able to recreate that strength and shoviness of him against defenders, I really think would be great and would get people to use Haaland more. And maybe Haaland will be like that this year. I hope. The problem is I feel like someone like Haaland won't be able to do that and push away defenders and stuff, but someone will be running down the wing with Vinny, and you'll go to close him down with your Virgil van Dijk, and Vinny will just shove your Virgil van Dijk over. That's what seems to happen pretty regularly. For some reason, we've left NBA on, and I have not been kicked out of the servers for 24 hours. Sorry, that's just a side. I just noticed on my racing rig that my PlayStation and NBA was on. I thought we said that NBA servers, 2K servers are as bad as EA. I've been on those servers for 24 hours. Not kicked off once. That's actually kind of impressive. Anyway, sorry. I agree with this. I wonder how many League Brazil fans would be excited about this. I think this Marquinhos is going to be cracked, man. Medium high work rates from the get-go, 88 rated with these stats. Damn, this Marquinhos is going to be nice. Toni Kroos again, like just fodder, right? Unless EA fix the game to the point where these types of guys are usable. As I'm sure many of you guys, desperately want these types of cards. The Xabi Alonso's. When I saw his card, I was like, dude, I've actually waited quite a while because Alonso's so fun to watch back when he was at Liverpool. The guy was at Real, I believe, as well, right? So good. But then you look at Alonso's card, because we all know as FIFA players or FIFA Ultimate Team players, we know how the games are in FUT Champs and the high pace and what you need to give yourself a chance to succeed in Champs. And Alonso or a Toni Kroos is not going to give you a chance to win if you're not like run the FUT market or pro level gamers, right? Like, sure, I think someone of the skill level of run the FUT market could probably run into Champs with a Kroos and an Alonso and probably still get a great finish. But for the rest of us normal humans, you use these cards and you're just at an automatic disadvantage. So anyways, in terms of the top ratings so far for today, I'm pretty excited, man. I still think, as we said at the start, that the ratings are not the best in terms of where everybody is. I think they should all be lower rated by 5 or 7 ratings to give us longevity in FIFA. I wish EA would listen to content creators that have been saying this for years, not just me. I don't want to take all the credit. I know Nep and lots of guys have been saying that. But other than that, and other than if you ignore the fact that football's been going on for 2 months now, and a lot of these guys' ratings, if you consider this season, are a little bit out of touch, especially when you consider like Salah and Neymar and Son and whatnot. I think Neymar and Son higher rated. Salah should probably be a little bit lower rated. But other than that, I actually kind of am excited about the players' ratings overall. And it just means we're one day closer to the launch of FIFA 23. Bring it on. Well, I don't know, boys. I mean, player ratings releases are always going to be filled with people mad at certain specific players not getting proper ratings. I mean, we got Cantona's card, which is, I think, fair. His prime up to a 93, I think, is fair. Eto'o being a 92 is fair. I actually think Figo is maybe a bit overrated. I think Thierry Henry should be even higher rated if we just want to talk about him versus everyone else, especially for Premier League GOATs. Patrick Kluivert couldn't care less. Lineker couldn't care less. Rivaldo is just a dead card because of the weak foot issue. Stoichkov at 92 looks good. Rooney, honest to God, the way his card's built will be a god no matter what. But I mean, that mid card, I think, is going to be popular for a lot of rich men at the start of FIFA. That's a card that's a day one card. That'll probably be one of the best cam center forward strikers. Gianfranco Zola's card, as always, still goated. Baggio, don't really care about. Dennis Bergkamp, for some reason, never translates well in FIFA, but 92 rated's fair. George Best is going to be a god. 90 rated card will be a god at the start. Butcher Gueno's 90 rated mid, going to be a god at the start as well. Hernan Crespo, I hope they give his 5-star weak foot back. Look at our boy Johan! 91 rated mid, boys. Poor man road to glory. The target here is Johan for the poor man PC road to glory. No rules other than no FIFA points. We're going to try and show you guys how to compete with the rich men of the Ultimate Team world with that beautiful Cruyff. Okay, so King Kenny, Del Piero, Didier. You guys are going to have to freeze frame it here as we go through. Didier looks all right. Ish, right? Looks okay to me. Eusebio will be impossible to get. Klose, Owen, Pele, 98 rated, so his moments is going to get the 99, of course. Puskás, Dino. Dino should be a bit higher rated, personally, but whatever. R9 will be a god and impossible to pack, as always. So, in terms of the newbies, Davor, Trezeguet, so attacking-wise, there's no newbies. Is there any newbies through the mid setup? So, we got Ballack, Harvey Barnes. Gerard, Ruud Gullit still going to be an absolute god. God, I hope we can eventually get a version of Gullit for the PMRTG as well. Before August, let's say. Makalele, Litmanen, Nedved, Pirlo, Riquelme, Scholes, 91 rated, Schweini, Patty Cakes, Xavi. Oh my God, Zidane's card looks cracked again. 94, 96, and 91. I like Zidane's card. We used quite a bit this year. I really enjoyed using him. Defensively, we got Laurent Blanc's going to be a god again. Baresi, I don't know, man. Unless pace is shifted again this year, a lot of these guys aren't going to be very usable unless you get the proper pacey ones, right? So again, baby Carlos Alberto is going to be super in demand. Desai is going to be super in demand. Rio is going to be super in demand. God, I also want a version of Rio this year. Usually we have him and we didn't get him this year. How's our boy Zambrotta looking for this year? Maldini, going to be impossible to get, but it will be fantastic. Get his baby on 7 chem maybe. Cafu's gone? Where's Cafu? Oh, they lost Cafu. Interesting. Zambrotta's there again. I don't see any of the new guys. Or are these just all of the old ones that are back? Okay, so we just get an idea of what the old cards that are back. So we lost Iker Casillas. We lost Cafu. Who else did we lose, boys? Maradona gone. Yeah, I mean, that was expected, right? World Cup content maybe for Cafu. True. We're missing 2 more players. Giggs is gone, but screw Giggs. That guy's a scumbag. That's good that he's gone. Very interesting, boys. I mean, yeah, we got the new... Maybe these are like the new guys excluded. Overmars we lost 2, which I think you'd expect EA to get rid of him.